We're back out here, guys, where Jess fell in. It's been 7 days since we were here. I can still see everything as it happened. Not at this particular house, but one down the way down there. We got some angles in here today. Beautiful outside. Gonna be in the mid to upper 30s. That's a hell of a heat wave compared to what we've had lately. So we got 4 lodges in here. This one we set one trap at. That one down there that I know you can't see with this camera, but we got 2 down there. We're gonna go down and check those. I had a question on one of my videos from a viewer about baiting any traps that I use. Let me give you a bit of background how I got going doing this. I've been trapping since I was 7 years old. My dad took me when I was just no bigger than the muskrat I was holding in the picture, pretty much. And from then until my late teenage years, that's all I trapped was muskrat, coon, and mink. And then in 1996, my uncle was a beaver trapper, and he wanted to know if I would be interested in learning how to do it. And I looked at him like he had 5 heads. I'm like, what do you mean, trapping beaver? Are you kidding? How do you do that? He said, you bait them. I said, what do you bait them with? He said, you bait them with trees. I laughed at him. I mean, I had absolutely no idea about any of this. And the very first trap that I was taught how to do this was a under ice baited foot trap, and that's how I got started doing this. Unfortunately, I was only trapping with him for 6 weeks and he passed away. He had major health issues, but the little bit of knowledge that he shared with me, it took me a while. It took me, I'm going to say, 5 years before I actually caught a beaver on my own. I kept plugging away at it, and thanks to him doing what I do now, I'm not a professional by any means, but you show me a beaver colony and I know just enough because of him to be dangerous when it comes to catching these critters. But anyway, I was taught how to do this using an under ice baited foot trap. So in this video today, I'm hoping if I can find the right location at one of these, I'm going to put in a baited foot trap and also a baited coney bear. I'm going to give it a shot and hopefully it goes well. But anyway, for right now, I'm going to shut this down. I'm just going to chop this out. I won't check it or clean it out until I turn the camera back on. But I'm going to save some time, and so let's get at it. We'll be right back. Alright, so I got it chopped out. It's pretty deep here. I don't know. The sun's really bright. I don't know that we're going to be able to see down to the bottom where the trap actually is. We'll give it a shot. It is a hellacious walk in here. But I can't seem to quit. Jess elected not to come with us today. I can't say that I blame her. She did go with us the day after that, but she's fallen in though. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to see this. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to. Actually, I think I can see it, and I think it is still set. Alright, we'll leave that one be. We're going to head down to the next lodge, so we'll see you down there. Alright, we're back down here at the second lodge, and I was just poking to see if the ice was thick, and my chisel went right through, right about where our trap is. So that did not freeze, and you can very distinctively see right there. That is the hole where Jess fell in. The other trap is just on the other side of it, right over there. I'm going to leave the camera rolling. I don't know what we're going to get into here, but we had a lot of air that came up through here. I mean, as cold as it's been, these beaver are still keeping these runs open. Look at that. Crazy. You've got to be extremely cautious when you're out doing this. Remember where you chop your holes at. Know where you're walking. I think that's a trap pole. If it is, it's all befungled. That's my favorite word. I don't really know that I want to lay on the ice to look down there, but I'm probably going to. This was also pretty deep, if I remember right. I know it was really deep right there where Jess fell in. Oh man. Yeah, I can't see down here at all. I can see that tree. I can see my face in the reflection of the water. I guess I'll grab my water bottle and just pick up on that one grab the right-handed one. I still can't see. I don't feel like there's anything in it. I may have to chop it out because I want to be sure. And I don't know that somebody else hasn't been in here to trap already. I absolutely don't know that. Trap is sprung. There appears to be nothing in it. So that tells me that a muskrat came through here. No, don't do that. But I'm gonna reset this anyway. And try to get it back down there. I don't know if we can or not. there is a secret to this place that very few people know. Back in 2004 or 6 or whenever it was that I trapped here, I only trapped here for 1 year, and I was late. There was another guy already here, and he met me down at the road and asked me if I could keep a secret about this place. And he brought me over to his truck. Lo and behold, he had caught 4 purely white albino beaver out of this place. And I would not have believed it if I hadn't seen it for myself. Absolutely beautiful. They were pure white, peach colored tails, the red pinkish eyes. I mean, they had it all. It was absolutely amazing. And I haven't been in here since. I was always under the impression that it was posted up in here, that you couldn't come up in here, and I did some digging and found out otherwise. It is public access through private land, but it is accessible. And here we are. So, yep, don't know how I'm going to be able to do this, but yeah, quite sure that's not going in there. Now, let's make it a little bigger. Alright guys, I'm going to shut the camera down. You don't really need to see me do all this. We'll be back in a few.
Start recording.
Alright guys, I'm gonna demonstrate the 2 sets I talked about a few minutes ago. The baited coney bear and the baited foot trap. I'm going to start out with the baited coney bear. First off, you need bait. Obviously you're going to need, you can cut anything, maple, oak, aspen, anything that's green. I cut these last night. What you're going to do is you're going to cut a piece of wire. And these are just my methods. I mean, they have worked for me in the past. I haven't done these in a while, and since I can't find the end of the wire, we're just going to make one. Okay, I'm going to cut that piece there. And what I'm going to do is just take my wire, and I'll go right in the middle on the wire too. I'm going to wrap this twice like that. And then I'll cross this like that, twist that up, and get that fairly tight. The baited coney bear is by far a lot easier than the baited foot trap. I've had success with both. I haven't done these in a long time. It's been a really long time. So what I'm going to do now, actually I'm going to run that up the middle of that. I'm going to run that piece over that piece of wire like that. Twist that up. Run this one the opposite way and across that. And then I can cross it back over like this. There. See, that doesn't move. Okay. So now you've got your bait on the trigger. Now I'm going to take a knife. Oh, that worked out pretty good. And what you want to do is you want to scar this like that. mark it up a little bit all around it. And you can see how green this really is. Beavers see that. That's what they want. That's what they're eating. This time of year, it's almost the end of January. Their cash pile, feed piles, they're getting sour. So when they see green like this is what they're going to go for. And, I mean, you want to leave some on there. I like to scar it up pretty good so that it's very visible in the water. Alright, we'll leave that like that. And these are a little harder to set because there's more weight on the trigger. I don't want that doing that, so let's do this like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now widen that out a little bit too, that will help. And even if that does fall to the bottom of the trigger, it doesn't matter. When they hit that, it's going to fire this trap. Let's get that up here so we don't lose it. And hopefully that hole's big enough for this trap to go in. And what I did was I chopped this trap out that was up there. I think we're going to be okay not to have one up there. I don't want that. More so like this. Okay. Let's go up a little bit with that. Maybe this one too. We get this in here without it going up, it'll be an absolute miracle. I think I say that a lot. And I want to go more to the left of this hole. That'll level out once we... Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're hitting bottom right there, which is good. And I'm going to clean this out, so hopefully you can see how well that stands out in the water. Okay, there, we're caught up there. Let's clean this out so you can really see how green that looks in the water. And white. And like really fresh food for these beaver. Actually, that could come up a little bit. Actually, look good right there. This side could come up maybe just a tad. Yeah, we're gonna leave that there. Yep, that's perfect. If you guys can see that. Okay, that's how I do a baited conny bear. Not to say that's the right way or the wrong way. That's just my way. That's how I do it. Alright, we're going to go up here. Now we're going to do a baited foot trap. This is going to take a little longer. Need a few more tools, which I think I have most of them laid out that we're going to need. I hope. Except for nails. I got to grab some nails out of my trapping bag. Alright, so we'll set that. We'll lean this up on the sled. We don't need those. I'll bring these. Don't really need them, but we'll keep them handy. That can go there. You're going to need a hammer, wire, pliers, the knife. Let me grab some nails before I get into the details. What you need. Where are they? Right here. These are 2.5 inch framing nails. Okay, so first thing you need is a dead pole. One that will reach the bottom. Okay, that's bottom right there. So your water level's here. You're going to pull this back out. Okay, I'm going to lay this down. Now you're going to need this. All this is a crotch limb. I take a couple of framing nails, put them into the chair. Your water level's up here, so you want this down here. Actually, you know what? We're going to do the bait first. You're going to want your bait just under the ice, okay? So we're going to go right here. I'm going to break me off a nail, maybe two. Put this down so hopefully you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Remember, I haven't done this in a while. Now I'm going to come down just a little bit more, put it right there. This is really rotten log. That's all I could find, so. Okay, I'm going to put this on here. Okay, and that holds your bait there like that. Alright. Now, when you put your trap on, you want this chair so that your trap, when it fires, the top of your trap's just under that bait. And I always put mine tipped down at an angle just a little bit, and I'll show you why when I set my trap. Okay, is that going to move? Okay, and that may move, so what we're going to do, when a beaver comes up and puts his feet on it, you don't want this to move up and down like that. So what I'm going to do is take another nail and go right there. Kind of chilly out today. See, and that will hold that from going down. Alright? Okay, so now that we have that on, we're going to go over here. I don't have my trap out yet. I probably should have done that because they're probably buried. We're going to grab nope, that wasn't too bad. Alright, let's grab one of these. This is a number 3 jump trap, Victor. Really good traps. Very good traps, actually. So I'm going to cut. You're going to run your wire all the way up the pole to, and I like to give them enough wire. That should be more than enough wire. And I'm going to cut that. Maybe double. Yeah, I'm going to double this up. I should have brought my thicker wire. I do have it, but I think this is going to work out alright. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to hook the wire to your trap right here. Just go in like that, fold this over. And twist this up, just like that. And this trap's going to go, these are kind of difficult to set alone, but we'll get through it, I'm sure. I'm actually going to cut a little bit more of a piece of wire to hook into that just to anchor it with. And I can't say that somebody else hasn't been here trapping already. Honestly, I don't see any really fresh sign in here. I mean, this hole right here, there's plenty of beaver poo at the bottom. But I don't know. This is the place that's plagued me. I trapped here for 1 year, and I never caught anything. No beaver. I did catch a few muskrat. Right there. That's what keeps me going right there. That's good stuff. Anyway, but I did catch a few muskrat. That was about it. Of course, like I said, when I trapped here in the past, somebody else was already in here. So, okay, now we're going to cut a couple more small pieces of this. These are going to hold your trap on what I call the chair. And I have little green piano wire, but it's disguising itself as little green piano wire, and I cannot find it anywhere. So we're going to do this. This will work. like I said, these are much harder to construct alone because there's more to it. But we're going to get through it. I appreciate the question that was asked about me doing this. Alright, so we're going to set our trap. Be very careful. These are very rugged traps. So what you want to do, you're going to set your trap right here, like that. You're going to take a piece of this wire, and it's going to go through under that part of the spring to the back side. And then you're going to take that. You're going to go under the trap and twist it only one time. You want it to hold the trap there, but you don't want it really tight. And the reason for that is when a beaver gets caught, you want him to come off this chair. Because if they don't, they're going to really, really smash up your trap. I mean, smash up your set. Okay, let's go through. Actually, we can go right over this whole thing. Come down like this. I'd rather go through that spring, but if it will hold it, we're gonna do it. It's not even touching the trap though. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We're gonna have to go through that spring. Okay, so you gotta be really careful doing this, not to hit the pan and set the trap off and have to do it all over again, which I'm really good at doing that a lot of the time. So let's try to get through. Yep, there we go. Yeah, at least this way, going through that pan on the spring, it will hold your trap steady. Okay, let's get that through there. Okay, I think I've got enough to go around now. I'm going to pull that through, and before I tighten this up, I want to put that trap exactly where I want it. And I think right there is going to be alright. Okay, see, that trap's steady right there, but it's got one turn. It's not gonna, that beaver will be able to come off that trap and go away from your set. I'm going to cut these off because we don't really need them. I'm going to throw these in the super sled. I want to make sure that backside's tight, and it is. Okay. And I should have marked that bait up before we did all this, but it's alright. That's how it goes sometimes. Alright, let's throw these in the super sled. Won't leave any trash or anything on the ice. Not a good thing to do. Now, if I can do this without getting myself caught, we're just going to take this and mark these up just a little bit. Make it look like a beaver's been chewing on it. I really can't get in there. Trust me, you don't want to get caught in this trap. Especially when it's this cold out. Though it is warmer than it has been in weeks. Yeah, I have not constructed one of these in years. It's been a really long time. My dad used to love doing these. Until I figured out what I was doing when it came to trapping, well, trapping beaver anyway. This is what we did. When I learned how to trap the runs and the main entryways and the bank dens and all that, that's when I stopped doing these as much. Alright, we're going to leave that like that, and hopefully we can get this in the ground. I mean, in that hole. to the ground like we've been planning. Let's give it a shot and see what we can do. When you put this in, you want it facing the run that's coming out that you want to trap. Wow, that traps down a lot. I definitely don't want it down that far. I want it up more. Actually, that may not be bad. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, this pole is rotten all the hell. Actually, we'll tip this back a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna get this down. Okay, we're hitting bottom right there. We're gonna face it. Yep, that works right there. And it'll tip back perfectly. We're gonna face it toward that run coming out right there. The feed bed is right here, so they're going around this. You want them to see this, and they will. Let me just get something in here to help hold this up. I don't want to block it out too bad. I want you guys to be able to see it. Let me grab, I know what I can do. It'll be alright right there for a minute. Let's grab a pole out of the super sled. Maybe, if we have one that's not hooked up already. I don't know what we do. Well, alright. This wire that we don't need apparently. Alright, so we're going to take this. Clean this out so we can really see what's going on here. Take that pole right up against that, and then I'm going to take this wire and unhook this. I didn't think we'd have enough, but actually I want that down just a little bit more. Yeah, kind of like that, so they have enough. You want to make sure that they have enough. Okay, yeah, they got plenty. Alright, let's go around here. Let's go up on this. And we do this because if this doesn't freeze right away, and you catch a beaver in here, they are absolutely going to pull your pole and your whole set and everything right down under the ice, and it will be gone. Alright, so let's do that. Let's clean this out. Okay. I'm going to try to let this kind of focus, and hopefully you can see. That's how it looks to a beaver underwater. There's all kinds. It's a nice run here. A lot of beaver poo. It's really old by the looks. So I don't know how we're gonna make out here. I think somebody may have already been in here. But that's okay. We're gonna give it a shot and see what happens. But there it is. There is the construction inside of an under ice baited foot trap with a number 3 Victor jump, and we'll see what happens. Alright, we're going to walk over to another house in the back side behind me and see what's going on over that way, so we'll see you over there. Yay, we made it all the way across the pond to this lodge, and I walked around the edge, and this camera's horrible. I need a better camera, but way down on the right hand side, right there, there's another lodge. I don't think there's any beaver in it right now. I think it's an old one, but I would not be surprised if there was some otter living in there, without a doubt. So we're not going to go down to that one. We're not going to set that one. Auto trapping is closed. If you do catch one incidentally while you're beaver trapping, you can keep it. But anyway, I want to show you what I'm looking for, and this is going to be a really hard place to trap. This looks like the feed pile, well, the cache pile, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm looking for are gaps in between the land, like here and that. This looks like a run here. I don't know that yet until I shovel it off and chop it out. That looks like a run there, going that way, and these are all going to be underground. So unless I find the hole going underground, it's going to be very hard to set this one up. That looks like it's going to be an underground one coming out over on this side at some point somewhere there. And this in the back is absolutely a run in the back. And there are a lot of coyote tracks out here. A lot of coyote tracks. So this looks like a run here. Absolutely coming out right there. Going that way, I'm assuming, but also coming this way. That's probably the missus wondering if I'm alright. So I'm going to take a breather for a minute and check it out. Wow, I cannot see anything. Brightness, turn yourself up. Okay, yep. Yep, it's just one of the, how I'm doing. Let me shut this off while I do this. We'll be right back. Alright. So, I'm still here at this third lodge. Went around, shoveled some places off, and I'm going to stop at putting 2 in on this lodge because over there, 6, maybe 7 inches of ice, I'm still not through. I'm just not doing that. Not going to do that. Right here is not so bad. There's 4 inches, I guess, and probably the same up there. The water's not real deep here. These are going to be a shot in the dark, to say the least. I can't tell you that the house doesn't come out beyond this, and then underground is beyond where I'm at right now. I can't see. The water is so murky. I need to come up in here and somehow get my kayak up in here in the summertime and really look this place over. There's a lot of beaver in here. Like I said, I don't know if somebody's already been here. I don't know that. There are a lot of coyote tracks out here. I'm really debating on one of these early mornings or maybe early afternoon, late evening, coming out here with the AR-15 and the coyote call, seeing if we can't get a dog to come out on the ice. I think that would be a lot of fun. But anyway, right now we're out here trapping beaver. Let's get to it. I'm going to put an extended trap in here. Like I said, these are all going to be a shot in the dark. I have no idea. There's still another lodge behind me I want to look at, but I don't even know that I'm going to do that. It's really windy. It's cooling off. I'm not cold at all. I mean, he chopped 30 feet of ice in a day. And come on, you gonna get in here or what? That's already hitting bottom. Alright, let's fold you up a little bit like that. Shove you down. Fold you up like that. Yep, there we go. That's what I wanted. A little bit more. Yes, there we go. That trap is absolutely perfect right there. about 2 to 3 inches under the ice. I can't even see it. That's how murky this water is. But we're gonna, you don't know if you don't try. You just don't know if you don't try, and they're certainly not going to catch anything sitting in the back of the truck or hanging up in the shed. So, alright, there's that one. There's the extended 220. Let's go over here. We're going to do the 330 on one pole, and I don't even know if that's going to be wide enough. I don't think it's going to be, so we're going to make that a bit wider. I'm going to leave the camera rolling, why not? There's a bank right here on both sides where I've already chopped this out. I am the trapper. I chop the ice. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright. Like I said, I've still never caught a beaver up here. I'm hoping that ends. Caught some big muskrat up here though. Really big muskrat, yeah. Yep, good enough. Alright. Get that cable up here. Let's get this. Notice what we have, guys. The old square jaw Duke 330. My favoriteest. That's another word I like too. My favoriteest trap that I own. And I have a lot of traps. Let's get that out of there. Alright, that's going to be hanging down. This one needs to come off. We can get a piece of wire on that, I think. I don't want no mishaps. I haven't caught a beaver up here yet. And I don't want this to be the reason why. Alright. Grab this cable. We're going to go this way. Like that. We're hitting the bottom right there. That's where I want that, right there. Alright, let's open this up. Yep, like so. I'm going to grab this pole, because I don't know how many more traps we're going to be putting in. We're going to walk down and look at that hut down. There's 2 of them actually down there. 3 of them. 3 more. 2 look like they're not being used. Alright. Extended 220. 330 on one pole. Nice little lodge right here. There are other places to set, but I'm not chopping all that ice. Alright, let's turn this off and we're going to hand it down to the next one. Alright, we'll see you in a few. Alright, we're down here. This is the 4th lodge. Coyote tracks are all over it. God, I really want to come out here with an AR-15 in my coyote call, and I'm going to try to make that happen. I just need to make sure that there's going to be nobody out here. A lot of people come to fish out here, as you can see. There's got to be, I don't know, 5 or 6 people out here now. But maybe late in the afternoon, some night during the week after work, for an hour or so, we could come out with a coyote call and an AR-15. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, I chopped out this run right here. About 4 inches of ice, maybe. I went over there, started chopping one on that run right. I'm down to 7 inches of ice. I haven't hit water yet, so to hell with that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put a 330 here on one pole. My only concern with these last 2 lodges that we've set is going to be muskrat, because they're going to run all these exact same exact same runs that the beaver are running. And I'm just afraid that they may end up firing our traps off and we either don't catch them or we do catch them. My dad told me I should have brought 220s when we set the arrow runs, and I said, no, I don't want to catch the rats. But that was a dumb answer, and I should have brought some, because they would work here and they will definitely catch beaver. So, Dad, I should have listened to you. However, I did not, like usual. You know how kids are. Alright, let's wire this bad boy up. I think this is going to do it for today. I have chopped all the ice that you guys want to chop. So, we're going to get this put in. And we're going to get that to fall over down that way, so it's not being blocked or being caught up. Okay, that's already on the bottom, which is alright by me. We'll go that way just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, right there. And I think I'm going to look in the super sled and see if we have a pivot stick. I probably don't, but I bet I can make one right there off that trap. So I didn't put one on the last 330 back at the last lodge. I don't think I needed to. I think it was pretty close to the edge of the bank where it wouldn't really move too much. So I don't know, honestly, I don't expect a whole lot out here. I don't know really the layout of this place. Yeah, there we go with that. I need to get in here with a kayak. Find all the really good runs. Find some bank dens. I know there are some. I mean, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are at least 6 beaver lodges in here, and I'm sure there's more that I'm just not seeing. I haven't been way to the back corner, so I don't know about that. But anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for now. Baited foot traps. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I haven't done those in a long while. They do work well later in the season. Like I said, those are my methods. Not everybody does it that way. There's different ways you can do it, but those are the methods that I use, and they do work for me. So, alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.